Hey, I'm Kern and I'm the founder of Speckled, the tool that helps PMs build the right thing at the right time. Today we're going to be talking about a little bit of a niche topic, but if this applies to you, this is going to be super useful. We're going to be chatting about your first week as the first product manager at a company. If you're the first product manager a company has ever had, you're going to be in a very interesting situation. You know that all eyes are going to be on you. They're going to be wondering, can you really take this product and run with it? Do you really have the chutzpah needed to set the pace for this new product? You don't want to be on some 90-day plan where it's going to take you 3 months to deliver something. You want to really hit the ground running. And this can be challenging, especially if you're taking over for a founder who was really the product person and that was their thing. You need to really show them that you have your stuff together and that you were the best decision that they've made for their own sanity. All right, so your first week, it's unlikely that you're going to be expected to move the world, but you're probably going to want to put some kind of output out there. The good news is that your fresh perspective on this is going to make this really easy work. You know, people become blind to things that are pretty obvious to other people, especially after working on them for a while. And product people are no different. So let's get into your first week as a PM. Days 1 and 2, you're going to be doing any of your required training. You're going to get access to your customer support tool. You're going to get an account on your product. You're going to be doing basic stuff like this. You're going to want to get a 1-week check-in with your manager scheduled. And you're also going to start a text document. This is just going to be a running text document you keep open on your screen at most times, and you're going to note down anything that is interesting or surprising to you. Like I mentioned before, you have a fresh perspective right now, and this is something that will fade with time, so make sure you take advantage of it. Okay, so it's day 3. You have most of your necessary training out of the way. Today is a day for walking through your product, and you're going to want to use Loom or another tool like this just to really capture your thoughts and your reactions as you go through this tool for the first time. Another thing you're going to want to do on day 3 is just really read through as much information as you can find. Really get as much context on your product and your company as possible. If there's a central place for documents, scour through that. Another great source of information is going through customer support logs. So if you can get access to the customer support tool, make sure you do that. And today you also want to schedule at least one meeting, and that's going to be with your engineering manager. You're going to want to make sure that you have a great relationship with this person because it's highly likely that you're going to be working very, very closely with them. And if you don't have an engineering manager, make sure you meet with the engineers and the engineering team. Okay, so day 3, you've walked through your product, scoured for documents, and scheduled meetings. Days 4 and 5, you're going to want to actually plan and have those meetings. That's pretty self-explanatory. And you're also going to want to start getting ready for your 1-week check-in. Now, how do you do this? This is going to be your output of your first week. You know that ideas document that I mentioned for day 1? That should be pretty darn full of interesting ideas and surprises and possible problems that you've run into. So you're going to take some of the low-hanging fruit on there. You're going to start shaping it up, really defining what the problem is and what it may look like from your perspective. And you're going to shape up a solution to these possible problems that are out there. And you're just going to put it into like a 1-pager or a document. You're going to include it as a read ahead for your first one-on-one so your new manager can see your ideas and how you're thinking about changing things and making things better. And then you're going to watch as your new boss breathes a sigh of relief and goes, okay, maybe hiring a product manager was the right call. So We talked a lot about why being the first PM can be a challenge and how to show that you were the right decision by presenting a few well-formed solutions at your first week check-in. If you like this content, be sure to subscribe to our blog at getspeckled.com/blog. Drop your email there, and every Sunday we send out a newsletter with the top 3 stories of the week for PMs at small software companies. In the meantime, best of luck being the first PM. You got it.